we rise to the test. Champions League dreams will never rest. Kicking it back with Matt, legends of the game. With every kick and score, we'll let our name. Rising higher, fueled by our love for the game. Kicking back with mates, we'll never be the same. In the metal storm, our hearts beat in sync. Liverpool forever, we'll never let it sink. Our passion runs deep, fueled by camaraderie. Together we stand bound by this harmony. From Merseyside's turf to the world, we'll go with every challenge faced. Our spirit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Kicking It Back with Matt on the Q&A Sports Network. Got my main man Henry in the house. Tonight we got, I haven't been on in a while, Wilson, Norman, boys. How have you been?
Been good.
Never been better.
Well, Wilson, let's be fair. Your team just won another league championship. You got to be feeling good.
Oh, it's crazy times.
Norman,
Never expected it, honestly.
Yeah. Norman, you got to be feeling miserable. Chelsea missing out on Champions League in Europe.
A little bit, but we're back to our old ways of, getting a red card. So here we are.
So, Norm, let me start with you because, in fairness, I think you have the biggest news out of all of us. You got a new gaffer. You've had 3 gaffers this season, and you brought in, I would say, a heavyweight, a legend as a player, but is he necessarily there yet as a coach? How do you feel about Charlie being brought in?
I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
You don't sound it.
We're coming off a freaking a loss, man, to Sunderland of all teams. But, yeah. But no, I am excited about it though. I mean, it's not like he didn't do a bad job. It's not like he did a bad job at Real Madrid and Leverkusen. I mean, they went undefeated for a whole season.
You mean never losing?
Never losing. Yeah. So his track record, at least, even though it's short for like big teams, is not terrible. And as far as as long as like Chelsea gives him, a little leeway, I think he could be good. So.
But do you think that the powers to be at Chelsea are going to give him that leeway?
They have to. They have to. They don't want to. If they don't want the fans to keep, doing the protests they were doing towards the end of the season, then yeah, because that's just gonna. If they keep growing, then it's gonna be no seats. I mean, no asses on the seats over there. So.
Yeah, honestly, between you and me and Wilson and Henry can weigh in. I don't think it's the right fit, the right time for him. I think he could have sat and waited, if he wanted to.
Yeah.
To get any gig he wanted. Or, he could there's plenty of other positions that are open. Hello, Liverpool, even though
not yet.
I don't think he's the right fit. And we've talked about it a lot, Henry and I, and on this show. I'm not a fan of bringing in a club legend in as a gaffer. For me, I feel like it just doesn't work because there's too much of the weight of the world on them to succeed and bring instant, winning to the club. So I just don't know. I don't see it in the cards. I feel like this is another Real Madrid move for him. Wilson said it off air. He thinks he's going to get bounced by Christmas. I think he's going to get bounced by Thanksgiving. And I don't think it's going to be the run of the results. I think the expectation is from the ownership is come Thanksgiving time, we better be in first place. And I don't think Chelsea's squad is set up to be that way.
I mean, where's Man United? Where were they around that time? And they didn't have anything. They didn't have Europe or anything to play for during the week. So they were well rested. They ended up in third. So, I mean, it's not like Chelsea was that terrible. They still have good players. So now you bring somebody that has, more discipline, more structure. And if it was true what the players said about the previous coach Liam, that he didn't have a record of even being a good player. He was just like a regular player. So they didn't really believe in him like that. I mean, what are they gonna say about Xavi now? They better believe in him. They better back him. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I've told Norm before, like what I think that they're doing, and I think that's why they chose him. It's because they just want to, honestly, just probably print out players, and it's not like they can't. I mean, it's the truth though. They have been. Last season, how many did you sell? Sold a good amount.
I believe it was like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah. So, if, like, honestly, I think that's probably what Chelsea's doing right now is looking at who's really good to bring up the youth. And I think maybe the final product Norm won't really like too much. Is like, I don't want you to get somebody then to just, oh, he's really good, and then sell him.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what they want. But at this very moment, the best person to do that would probably be Xavi. Look how young his Leverkusen team was. That was mad young of a team, too.
Mm-hmm.
That was super young. And this is perfect for him. To be honest with you, like to coach, it's perfect for him.
And it comes down to Chelsea ownership too. Like they need to have the patience. You sack him again, and you're back where you ended up now. Like you just can't keep doing that over and over and over, especially when you have these players on like huge long contracts.
Yeah.
It's not like property where you can just get rid of it and sell it whenever you want.
Well, they're after the Brighton model. They said it from the beginning that that's what they wanted to do. So if that's what they want, then yeah, bring a coach that can, coach these guys up so that they play well, and then sell them on. Obviously, as a fan, you don't want that. So
again, Henry, we've talked about this. Why we wouldn't want to bring him into Liverpool is because of the system that he wants to play.
Yeah.
Norm is, I can't really tell you like the last time I really sat there and reviewed Chelsea's roster, but do they have the players to adapt to the system that he's going to want to play? Because he wants to play 3 at the back.
Yeah. As long as you have, you got Reece James. If you could keep Cucurella, I mean, he played 3 at the back with Brighton too. So Levi Colwell played 3 at the back alongside Cucurella too. So
I've been hearing rumors that Reece James is coming to Liverpool.
To score 3 goals against them? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, great. Another guy in the back line that can't stay healthy. Awesome. I love that. I love that.
Not just another guy at the back line, another right back.
Oh, God, please no. Don't you think we got enough, man?
I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. And what I'm seeing and reading. Why? I'm like, we have enough injury problems. We're going to bring this bloke in?
Yeah. Like I think they played it was like 4 or 5 games in a row with midweek games, and then he got injured this year. Yeah.
Playing 4 or 5 in a row. I mean, you should have known better.
Yeah. They didn't limit his minutes. It was like they were like, yeah, you're not go play because he was in a good run.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, but he was getting subbed here and there, so it kind of helped out. But yeah, eventually, he got injured. So. But I still wouldn't want to get rid of him though. I don't care what those rumors are saying, man. He ain't moving.
But you really can't. I mean, look what happened after losing Azpilicueta. You lost leadership.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when he's healthy, he's on. Like, there's no other right back you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if at the Chelsea squad, I feel like your main guys is the back line.
Yeah.
Cucurella, Reece James, all of them. That is like the main dudes because your front keeps on rotating.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, except for João Pedro, but I mean Palmer, but Palmer doesn't really seem that vocal to be a like a leader and stuff. So yeah.
No.
Well, speaking of that name, Norm, you upset? Not upset? Cole Palmer not making the England squad?
I mean, somewhat, because you know what he could give you, right? So, but
he'll be healthy in August.
Exactly. Yeah. So on the flip side, he's not gonna have that extra load of playing during the summer until the season starts. So
if I was you, I'd be happy. I mean, he hasn't. Yeah. This season hasn't been that great for him. Mm-hmm. And before we came on air, we were kind of talking about it. and we're going to get into it with the U.S. squad, and we can get into some of the other World Cup squads that have been named. I don't know. I'm on the fence with what England has done for their squad, and Henry and I talked about it last week on the pod, and we were kind of blown away with some of the names that were not included. But then when you listen to Tuchel's response and his reasoning to why, it kind of makes sense. You know, he doesn't want to bring names just to bring names and then have to maybe force them to play in a position that they're not used to. To me,
that's what Southgate did. He brought names just to bring names, and then even Tuchel said, I didn't bring Phil Foden because, one, he didn't have a good season, and two, I don't really know what his best position is.
Yeah. The fact that he said he could just turn him into an 8, like instead of being like a 10 or going on the wings or something, just it's like you lost a step. You can't go, 1v1s or something. I don't know.
But I'm a little confused by that though, because like we discussed it about Watkins. Now that's a really strange one. 14 goals in the Premier League. 14. That's still good enough for like even an English player. That makes that right there is just like, all right, dude. That's why I'm like, I understand Tuchel. It's just one crazy German. That's all I can say about that.
Ali did get the call up though.
Huh?
Ali did get the call up.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
But is he?
No. Henry, you're thinking of the Nottingham Forest guy.
Yes,
Gibbs
I'm
White.
sorry.
Gibbs
White. Sorry, Gibbs White. My apologies.
He was the highest English scoring player in the Prem this year.
My apologies.
So let me ask you, boys, because we all watch this stuff religiously. We've seen what's happened the past World Cup, the past couple of Euros. England's getting close to the end. They're getting close to lifting a trophy, and they're falling short. And is the gaff going into this saying, I've got to do something different because if I just keep repeating, I'm going to get the same result? Wilson, what do you think?
Yes, to some degree, because tournament football is a whole lot different than league football. You got to play it differently. You got to pick different players specifically for tournament football. You got to plan, all right, what if we go into extra time? What if we go into penalties? Who are going to be my penalty kickers? Who are my guys who have strong-minded, So it's a totally different game, and I understand Tuchel where he's coming from and having different opinions. Southgate, we saw he bring the big names, and they fell short every single time. Maybe it's different. I don't know. We'll see.
Norm?
I don't know. I don't know how much more I could add.
Well, so before I throw it to Henry, this is what stands out in my mind. Like what I feel like in watching the past 3 major tournaments with England is who's your impact sub? Because it felt like they always just brought the big names, to Wilson's point, and they just started the big names.
No Phil Jones.
And then after 60, 70 minutes, where am I going to get that boost? I was just reading before you guys came into the room. You know that Harry Kane is responsible for over 45% of their goals in the last 3 tournaments.
However, the last tournament was he in a penalty kick shootout and he missed.
There's a lot of questions.
You got to bring out that one, bro.
I mean,
I don't know if it was the last Euros or World Cup, but he misses. It was against France, so I think it was the Euros. So and he missed a shot and they lost.
Yeah, I think it was the Euros, but I mean, they have a penchant for not being able to get over the hurdle, and I feel like it's because they don't have anybody that they can bring off the bench that's going to do something. And for me, and you guys can tell me differently, I don't think Foden's an impact player off the bench. I think that he needs to be involved from the jump get his legs under him, get a feel for the game, work his way into the game, and then become an impact player. I don't think he can come in.
Oh,
So
not anymore.
yeah, and now I'm thinking, and then I'm like, and I love the guy, but how the hell is Jordan Henderson in this squad? Because he's not going to start. So when are you ever going to sub him on? Like, you're going to have a lead in that last 20 to final 15 minutes to bring him on, to have him make an impact.
I mean, that's what we're assuming, but we don't know that yet. I mean, we might assume that that's what he's doing, and watch. I bet you he's going to start. I bet you he's gonna. I know it sounds ridiculous, but why would you? Again, you guys are questioning. I think it's very smart. He brought players in his position, but then he also missed out on a lot of players that honestly have been doing really good, or technically saved a club. Say what you want about Maguire, but he saved United along with Bruno this season. I don't know how many times that guy got so bashed for all the years, but this year and last season, they're the main reason why United didn't get relegated. And two, they made top 3 because of all that. But he doesn't want to bring Harry.
He was a freaking meme a few years ago, and completely turned it around the past 2 seasons.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of strange.
He scored.
I think he scored a couple ones too. Yeah. Last minute ones too.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Against us, man.
Yeah.
Why do I know that guy's name? Because that slab had made it against us. Now I'm holding something. I paid for this. Don't throw it. Don't throw it.
Well, we talked about Maguire last week, and we were shocked.
Yeah.
Just because of the longevity, the number of caps, you know, the knowledge that he has. He's experienced in tournament play. To Wilson's, point before is, you got to build your team around how a tournament's going to work. And now with the extra teams, and we've talked about it, this tournament now is 39 days long. So it's a long time. And you're playing in the heat of the U.S. in the middle of the summer. And Tuchel's he's either going to succeed or he's going to burn with this decision.
I think that's why you would want to bring more youth players because of this a little bit more. That's what I thought. You're going to be.
I do like the fact that he's called up Rio, the dude from Arsenal, a couple of these young guys to
Nico O'Reilly from City.
Yep.
Yeah. I do like that. And, and his explanation for it, I do like. But I don't know. And, I honestly had England in, my Final Four. Yeah. And after this team selection,
I don't know what he's building around.
No bueno.
That's the thing for me. I don't know what's important. Is it the front or the mid? I don't know. It doesn't seem like I don't really get it. I got to see the formation of the day and what he's playing, but I just don't see it at the moment. I got to maybe see it in practice, maybe because Rio's going at least with them during the summer. That at least we know.
Yeah.
So,
but you can't sit here and tell us, all right, Harry Kane had a banger of a season in the Bundesliga for Bayern, and say that dude's going to do the same thing in the World Cup, because we all know the World Cup is a completely different monster.
Yeah. Some players live for the World Cup. You got Ochoa, who comes out every 4 years, and it's spectacular.
I woke up yesterday and I saw that James Rodriguez is leading the Colombian team, and I'm like, his World Cup success was 12 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Think about it. His name popped up, and Henry, you and I talked about it last week, right? That's how he got sold to Real Madrid. Was off of the 2000. We're 3 World Cups later. I don't know. put his name first and they put Luis Diaz second. I don't get it.
that is so strange. The one guy that's been a misfit between clubs and being tossed around, and then the other dude where Bayern's like, "Thank you, Liverpool. Thank you so much."
Yeah.
That's just mind blowing to me. So like, I want to shift now because today we got the official announcement of the U.S. men's national team roster, and looking it over and digging into it, I don't know. There's kind of a couple of eye-popping moves. First of all, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Richards, they announced that he was training today,
Mm-hmm.
and he might play this weekend.
Wow.
Which,
Mistake.
right, if I'm Pochettino, I'm picking up the phone,
Mm.
and I might not even pay. I might get a private jet and fly across the pond and grab him and throw him back in the private plane and fly him back over here. I mean, we just learned the dude's got torn ligaments, and now he's training, and potentially he's going to play this weekend.
That sounds like it's a disaster.
Do you think it's a bait and switch?
No, I think he's desperate. I think he might be a little desperate. Last piece of silverware, technically, right? That he can get before he leaves Glasner, right?
Yeah.
I say he's going to throw everything, man.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's the
it could
scary
be-
part.
It could be strategic, right? You don't want the other team to game plan.
It could be.
With like not having Richards on the lineup, so make them think that he's still gonna play. He's still a
On the
threat.
bench, and then just leave him on the bench to make it seem like he can come on.
But don't you think Richards might say to coach, I can't, I'm in line to start for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to play, but they can play that game until tomorrow, an hour before the game starts, when they have to release the lineup, and then Richards is not in there. So it kind of leaves the other coach. Who are they playing? Freiburg or somebody?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
just
leaves them guessing. I mean, I'm sure they game plan him.
I'm just looking from the U.S. perspective. In my opinion, he's one of our two best defenders.
Yeah.
Our only.
What you mean? Robinson is good, bro. Relax.
No. Robinson is questioned when he came back too. Remember, we had the stars. We had Richards. We had Robinson. We still got mollywopped. Remember that? We didn't get like slightly whooped. We got whooped.
Yeah.
And I still think Robinson's knee is not 100% right.
Yeah.
He has not been the same player since he's come back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Royal Vallecano. That's what it is. That's what they play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Freiburg was last week, I believe.
Freiburg was Europa League. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So, your guys' opinions weigh in. Like, what do we think about the U.S. squad?
No Diego Luna. I'm sad.
Oh, that is just honestly.
He's
I know
still
he's
on all
in-
my ads that pop up for Bank of America.
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday on Facebook. He is literally the face of the USMT. Get your tickets this summer. You're like,
Yeah.
but he's not playing.
The Fox ad too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
him and Pulisic. Like just
Yeah.
And before we dive into the squad selection, did you guys see supposedly how the omitted guys were notified?
Was it an email or a phone call?
Email.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't see that. Thought it was a phone call.
I mean, I know other clubs. So, for example, Brazil,
Yeah.
they called. Neymar knew ahead of time. He got a phone call from Ancelotti before it was announced. So I just assumed it was a phone call, but an email? That's low.
That's what I read today. So, we all know how reporting can be.
Yeah.
But this is coming out of so I can tell you with Diego, his attorney came out and said he was notified via email.
Wow.
That was Gio Reyna's dad, bro. He was just like, here you go.
I took your spot, son.
Yeah.
You read the end. He's got his stamp on the bottom of it too. That's not official. That's not from the camp. That's from your personal. That's your dad's account.
Yeah.
But Norm, I don't know how much power Rainier has because Berhalter's son made the team, and you think Rainier wants Berhalter to get his kid on the team?
I mean, Berhalter actually plays every single game for Vancouver.
And he plays hard.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does. I'll
yeah.
give him that.
Like
He
him
actually
and
plays.
Luna playing with all that grit, that passion that they show for the clubs that they play for. That's something that you want representing the country.
Yeah,
And
I mean, to me, initial look, initial take, I'm very disappointed that Diego didn't make the squad
yeah,
because I feel like he could have filled, I don't know what role, but I feel like he could have filled a role and made some type of impact for us.
yeah,
It just pisses me off a little bit because we have this like golden generation of players who have been around now for like 5, 6 years. They were supposed to lead us deep into the tournament, and so most of their professional careers with the USMNT is they've been told you guys are going to do great. There's no wrong you could ever do. And we've seen the past year or two when these guys are on the field, they don't try. And then you see guys like Diego Luna and Berhalter, who you see them in the Gold Cup, and they're working their asses off.
yeah.
But yet you omit Diego Luna, you get Gio Reyna and that whole fiasco. Like I told these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if Claudio Reyna pulled some strings to get his son on the squad.
Probably.
It just pisses me off because I coach youth travel soccer, and you have these overly parents who think they're the coaches and they don't leave it to the professionals. They think they know what's best. And you see it at the highest level in this country. You see the same exact thing.
Yeah,
If anything, it's worse
I'm
the
not
higher you get.
yeah, it's just poor about what we're choosing now, especially since our league that we watch MLS. I mean, Norm watches it. I know Wilson, you watch it when you can catch a game in time because it's also on late. But those players, like Norman says, really try really hard. They give really hard grit. They don't give up. They even though it's a league not a lot of people watch. We know, we know the rivalries, and it's like watching LA versus LA. We know it's crazy. It's fierce. We know when it's like basically Philly versus us and stuff like that. So I think a lot of the MLS guys got kind of looked over hard, like really hard, just because it's like, oh, you don't play in Europe. Okay, doesn't mean they don't play as hard. They play during the summer, unlike you guys. You guys don't play in the summer. You guys have a nice, cushy, summer off while they're in the heat, right? In like literally in the humidity, literally in the heat, still playing like hard, still going through all this other stuff. And then sometimes when we had the crush of the season, it's like what 2 games a week sometimes, and they're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
like
With,
that?
well, we do get a bit of those Open Cup games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that too. And it's like, oh yeah, your boys don't play as, but we do have tournaments. They do play a
The
lot.
Leagues Cup. Leagues
Yeah, the
Cup. I
League
think
Cup.
it's every 3 or 4 days where we play until the second round. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's kind of crazy. You're now going to take the guys who are still going to be in regular competition, still going to be fit for you, and then you don't want to bring them with you. Okay. All right. Good luck. Good luck, Pooch.
Well, the only thing is, as far as like MLS, is all of our goalkeepers are all in MLS.
Yeah.
Matt
Oh,
Freese, Turner, and Brady.
yeah.
Brady. Yeah.
All
Because
of
we
them.
have nobody else that can.
We really don't.
Yeah.
But
This is awesome.
wouldn't you rather bring guys that want to fight for the badge,
Yeah.
fight for their country, than the
100%.
guys that just want to show up and say, "Hey, I played for AC Milan," or whatever freaking other team they play for in Europe, that they feel like that they've earned the spot through reputation,
Yeah.
rather than performance.
Yeah, I think that's probably really it. I mean, we've seen what McKennie's at Juventus, right?
Yep.
And then Pulisic is in Milan.
Yep.
And then we have Richards that's at Crystal Palace, and
Yeah.
what's his name?
Robinson
And
at Fulham.
Robinson at Fulham.
Yeah.
So, and then where did Aaron go to? Aaron went to where in the MLS? Minnesota, right? Or
Leeds, wasn't it?
Leeds?
Oh, my bad.
Aronson?
Aronson?
Yeah, Aaron. I
He's
call
at-
him.
He's in
Leeds.
Leeds. Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's at Leeds.
Leeds.
So, all right,
They
that's
got
okay.
Adams at the Cherries. So.
Tyler Adams, I think, is the one guy I think we're all very confident in as being a really good guy that's in the center and a much better leader. I mean,
Well, Well, if he gets hurt, that's it. Forget about it.
Look at Norm's face. No,
Either of him or McKennie, bro. If either one of them gets injured,
We brought in like what, 4 midfielders?
4 central
Mhm.
midfielders, and then the rest
That's
are
it.
wingers,
The rest are wingers, yeah.
and then Gio as an attacking mid.
So, what do you think is going to be the main base? What he's building around the midfield? It seems that way, right?
Oh, man, it should be your defenders because that's the most leaky part. But yeah, I
It
mean, if
seems
you have
like
good cover, yeah, in the like the wings and stuff, then as long as Adams and McKennie don't get injured, then yeah, you should have enough cover there for the defenders and the center backs.
it's going to be a rough one to see how they actually do.
Because
'Cause
Tim Ream, bro,
30 minutes tops out of that guy. Good. That's it. That's
tired
all we get.
legs. I mean,
Old
older.
man Tim Ream.
Yeah,
Ooh, Tim Ream
Yeah.
is going to be one that's going to be really hard for us to actually justify. Can he actually have 60 minutes? Will he be able to have 60 minutes?
I mean, yeah.
Like us with-
Are they
that's
gonna
like-
be good? Are they gonna be
Yeah.
good? I don't know.
that's us like with Parker. Is he going to be
Yeah.
good? Can he actually play a long time? And I don't
Yeah.
think he can. I think that's all the one things that we're all worrying about is like, all right, we're looking at the front. Who are the strikers? Who are actually going to make it in there? And who's actually going to make an impact? Do you believe Pulisic is going to make an impact?
He has no choice. He
Yeah,
better.
yeah, he's the leader. He's the chosen leader of the whole squad.
But
Yeah, he
doesn't-
chose not to play last summer, so he could
Yeah.
save himself. So he's got no choice. He has to.
I
And then
know
from
he
there,
has.
From there is gonna be. I mean, Balogun's gonna have all the pressure in the world to score. I don't know how good he's gonna be for the U.S. But then you got Tim Weah too. Who is he in Juventus or something?
I don't know.
Where is he?
What about Ricardo
But-
Pepe? Are we bringing him along as
Yes,
well?
he's
I do like
coming.
Pepe.
You like him? I don't know.
I like him off the bench.
Oh, off the bench, yeah. All right.
He seems more impactful off of that. It's the same thing with also Diego Luna. That's what I also feel kind of fear that we're missing out on it. Just like Matt said before in the segment with England, an impact player, we're not bringing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that the U.S. struggled with, even with Pulisic pulling some of the strings or whatever, was I mean, that's probably why Gio Reyna was somewhat decent too, was that low block. Like unlocking a low block. You know what I mean? Like a defensive low block.
No, I get it.
Where
Yeah, I get it.
Diego Luna would be good if you bring him on for the last 30 minutes, or even if you have him start the game. But, I guess Gio is somewhat decent for that too. Other than that, right now, the current midfielders, I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd have to be a dead ball situation where Berhalter probably pinging some crazy ball.
I don't want to play like that though. That I don't want to play like. I
The
really don't
blueprint
want
is
to.
there. What you mean? You can win Premier League that way.
I really don't want to play it like that. Just by putting balls up in the front and then crossing our fingers, something can get done with it. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we don't have a big guy like that, like an Altidore who can receive
Hageman,
that.
but he got injured.
Yeah.
Hajiman, yeah, he did get injured,
Yeah.
yeah. And and honestly, we could use a guy like Altidore, but we don't, like Wilson said, we don't have anybody. We have nobody that big and imposing up in the front anymore. Nobody. So the U.S. just we seem kind of small, to be honest with you. We
Yeah.
seem kind of small. I mean, Diego Luna would not help at all. But again,
he's
we
not a
know people
forward.
with,
He's not a forward.
but his center of gravity, that's all you need really to just get
Yeah.
that ball in there. So that helps him out. But as intimidating as I feel like we should be, like let's just say 2014 World Cup, I felt like we were intimidating. We had some tall players. We look actually like we were big and imposing. Some of them just like we look like a bunch of kids, like legit. We look like a bunch of kids.
Well, and we had Deuce.
Oh God, I miss him. Yeah, that would be awesome too.
And Deuce was intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't matter how big he was. He just brought that persona.
You don't know where I'm from, dog.
You know, he just had that buzz about him. He had that ego.
He
Yeah.
broke his nose and then kept on playing.
For lack of a better word, he looked at you and he goes, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Like what Wilson just said, you don't know where I'm from. Fuck you. Like I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
And I just feel like we don't have that mentality, and I don't feel like we have that creativity through the midfield to create those build-ups to open up angles and gaps for us to get through and punch one home.
Seems
Yeah.
more defensive, to be honest with you. Like we're playing a very defensive ball now. Like we're just gonna hold it and then see what happens. That's what it feels like we might do. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want that.
When we're not chasing the ball.
Yeah.
So throwing this other caveat, this is an expanded World Cup where half of the third place teams get through. So is coach just going to play this to let me get the certain amount of points to at least secure third
I hope not.
and
I
push
mean-
our way through?
You're playing Paraguay and Australia, and then Turkey. So yeah, you pretty much just have to play for points because they're gonna sit back. They're not gonna be out in the attack. Not Australia, at least.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like to what Wilson said 10 minutes ago, this is tournament play. There's a lot of strategy
Yeah.
that comes into this.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see us coming out, and soft may be the wrong word, but I can see us just sitting there and just playing for 0-0, 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Like
1-0.
no, I don't even think that. I honestly think, if anything, like our best results are going to be 0-0-1 or 0-0-3 with 3 ties.
Damn. Nah. You have to win your opener. Paraguay,
This
you
game
have to
is-
go
you
out
have
and
to
win
win
that.
it.
Yeah. You have to go out and win that. It doesn't matter how you're going to get the goals, but you have to get at least 2 or 3 goals to create that goal differential in case there's any, like the points end up being the same with one of the other 2 teams that you're fighting with. So at least create that goal differential.
Do we know what like our past performances have been in like the past 3-4 years against Paraguay?
No, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Not good?
No, that I don't know. I'm just saying, mm-mm. 'Cause I just feel
Honestly,
like-
I think it's been tight. Didn't they knock us out from going to two? I mean, granted, it's 2018, and we're a long way from there.
No, that was Trinidad. Was
And
the one
Tobago.
that they-
Oh, it's
yeah,
Trinidad. Okay,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
I have this feeling that we haven't done well against Paraguay.
I also just feel like this group that Wilson brought up before, when you were out, that we got these guys that again chose not to play. Remember, Matt, we discussed this, that chose not to play in the summer, and now they want to, as Wilson like said before, and I'm just like, that might hurt us too, to be honest with you. Because
I think it's totally going to hurt us. I don't like what he's done from that perspective. I think you cap the boys that have shown that they want to be there.
Yeah.
And whether they deserve to be there or not, maybe they're not on the technical level of some of those big names from Europe. Kind of like what we just discussed about with England.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring the guys that I think that are going to do the job.
It
I-
doesn't
Go ahead.
As a fan, you want those players. You want to support those players that will play for the badge, play for the jersey, play for their country, and not the ones who are expected to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like the headline I saw yesterday with Diego was, oh, he's going to have to wait his turn until the next World Cup. How do you think that makes him feel?
Should have just played for Mexico instead.
oh,
Even
Mexico would've
that,
called him right now.
last Gold Cup, everybody knew or thought that he was going to make the roster. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Yeah.
what more does he need to do?
Mhm.
Right? And now he's got to sit here and wait another 4 years is a long time. We
Yeah.
don't know the next generation that's coming up.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest mistake from this squad being named, is him being left off.
Mm-hmm. For Gio Reyna, essentially.
pretty much.
Because that's who everybody was comparing it to. It's like you keep Reyna out and you put him in instead. He's been playing every game. Reyna's got 250 minutes or something like
Yeah, he
100
doesn't
minutes.
start.
He has one goal assist.
But it's a European goal.
So that
But
counts for
they
5.
say they say it's his creativity,
Yeah.
and his. Well, where really? Then why didn't he play 4 years ago? And why did he create that massive controversy
Mm-hmm.
that we all suffered through, and had the pissing contest between his mom and dad with Berhalter?
Mm-hmm.
That right there, to me,
Yeah.
I'm
New
done.
coach. I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah.
I'm over.
But yeah, sure, he might have creativity, but between the two, who's going to track back? Who's going to win those 50-50? Who's going to come in?
The grittiness.
That's not a question.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the part that I feel like they're just gonna be so hurt by, or
Yeah.
at least like Matt, like we said, impact player. He
Mhm.
is, no matter what. Starting, great. Come off the bench, great.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get a solid whatever you're gonna be on the pitch for. I know you are. I mean, these boys. If we heard the rumors that he's coming to our club, I think we'd lose it. We'd be like, yes, yes, bring him in, 100%. Do whatever
Yeah.
it takes to bring him in.
To me, Rain is the type of kid. He'll track back 20 yards. He'll stop. The coach will yell at him, and he'll be like, "Do you see the name on the back of my jersey? I'm Claudia Reyna's son. Like,
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want."
Yeah.
And that's what really drives me mad. Is like, we bring in this world-class manager, right? Can we all agree on that with Pochettino?
For the national team, yeah.
And as far as developing players, yeah.
Yeah. And like for him to I don't know if somebody rang his phone or sent him an email or marched down onto the field to tell him that this kid's making the team. I don't get it.
Dude. Remember we made bets, Matt, about if U.S. is going to get out, and I told you we were going to squeak by. We're going to squeak by, and it is because honestly, I think what's going to hurt us the most is not bringing the right players. I think that's what's going to hurt us the most. Is the guys that
not pushing, and I know it's late too to even push for him, but what Julian Hole's been doing for the Red Bulls, bro, I've been saying it. He's just a poacher. We don't have that on this current 4 forwards that are going up there. They're not poachers.
Well,
They want to
Normus,
link up. They want to play off each other and stuff. They don't poach.
It's funny you said that because Henry, what did we say last week?
Oh, what about bringing in poacher, somebody who can actually come in and get ready?
Why
for
are we bringing up a couple of these young kids that are performing in MLS and blood them in the national team and get them used to that environment, because they're going to be here for the next 3 or 4 World Cups.
Well,
Is
not
Mike-
if Hall chooses to play for Poland.
Yeah, and that also might
has a
hurt us
choice.
too.
Yeah.
He has a choice. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
So
if you give him the
Lewandowski's
shirt
done,
now
he
for
comes
this,
in.
yeah, but
Yeah.
if you give him the shirt now for the World Cup here, and the dude kills it,
Oh, he's locked in. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, he's gonna wear the stars and stripes all the time. That's me right there.
and he's got the
No.
hot hand. When you're going into a tournament, you got to play the hot hand. And right now, the kid's just finding the ball's just finding him. He's in the right spots.
Dude,
Yeah.
stepping over players too, right? Like
Yeah.
we've seen him.
Yeah.
He does not care. He sees the ball. I want it. And
Yeah.
we've said sometimes he has been a little bit greedy, right? We can admit
Yeah.
that he's been greedy,
Yeah.
but more so than after not though, he's at least gotten the goals more than missing them. So at least I'll give him that pass.
Yeah. I mean, when you're in that kind of form, you think you're gonna make everything.
Yeah, and he's
You
young.
see an open net, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
going for it. Yeah.
And he's super young. He still needs to learn more about, reading that ball a little bit more. But poaching, yeah, that kid knows.
He's
No.
turning
Yeah,
18
also-
this year, I think.
But also, too, when they're that young,
Yeah.
they play with the confidence of, I don't give an F.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just going to do what I want to do because I want to make a name for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And in a tournament like this, that's huge. You can't put a price on that.
Do you see any other forward acting like that right now? I really don't. Not for
From
the
the
US.
U.S.? No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't really see that.
Yeah.
But I think he's playing it soft. Like literally, I think he's playing it soft and safe. That's what it feels like to me with Pooch. He's just playing it safe. These are
Yeah.
names that people have seen. These are players people know. You witnessed them. Some of them won the Gold Cup, right? Like when they won it, like some of them won the Gold Cup.
I think Balogun was part of that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's why he's like, oh, this looks on paper safe, but in reality, I think we all have watched these guys, and we watched last summer too how bad that was for us. That was not a good summer for us at all. And then the few USMT games past that summer, that was not great either. So I don't know what Pooch is seeing, but maybe somebody did have a phone call.
All right, so let me
Took him
throw
out to
this
dinner.
out. Let me throw this out to you three. Do we really think that Poach is going to be the head coach of the U.S. men's national team for 2030?
Oh, I don't think so.
No.
Right. So you all three of you are shaking your heads. So what does he care? He should be going into this and saying, I'm going to go balls to the wall, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that on home soil we have a great showing. So why am I going to lay up with the squad I name when I should just be bringing in people that just want to kill for us?
Why not?
And pick on form. To Norm's point, pick on form right now versus names.
Yeah.
Because I think if he did that, for all of us people that live and die by this sport and we follow this sport day in and day out, what would you three be more happy with? Would you be on my side and say, yes, thank God, let's go for it? Or let's just sit back and try to maneuver?
I'd say be adventurous. Go
Yeah,
for
just
it.
go out
Yeah,
there. Look at
put the World Cups in home court.
yeah.
Because we all know, and correct me if I'm wrong, if we sit here and we maneuver, we have no shot in hell.
Mhm.
I mean, we basically have no shot in hell anyways with
Yeah.
some of the way these teams are stacked with talent. But if we're going to go for it, can we go for it?
Yeah.
Just go-
And then if you get some of the like the MLS guys that missed out, or I mean, unfortunately, also Johnny Cardoso from Atletico got injured, like second
yeah,
to
that
last
sucks.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good midfielder. So, but if you bring some of the guys from the MLS, it makes people want to watch it because they feel like I'm watching a homegrown guy, that not some European, some kid that was born here and was taken to Europe his whole life, never actually lived here, and just happened to have a U.S. parent. You don't really feel that connection.
Norman, that's a great point. So would it behoove U.S. soccer to really want to put a stamp on the MLS and what the MLS is doing versus us trying to show out saying, well, we've got all these European players and let's play it safe?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Well, I thought this was World Cup was supposed to be about, right?
Yeah,
That's what I thought it was supposed to be.
yeah,
This
hasn't
squad,
turned out
this
that way.
squad selection tells me otherwise.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I don't think it's like wrong at all to think that way. I mean, honestly, like Wilson said, let's just go all out. Why not? It's in our own backyard. Go
Yeah.
all out. Look at our group, right? Why not?
Mhm.
I think this is the perfect chance to do it is with the group that we have. And then afterwards, you're gonna have to go think if you're gonna go play and pick your team. You're like, all right, now we gotta actually get some structure in here, rather than just like let the gates open. Kids, just go out there, just attack. Don't let them breathe. I don't think any of us would be pissed off about that.
And what does it say to these younger kids and to a Diego Luna where I'm picking dudes that are not starting in Europe, playing 250 minutes over a season, but I keep hearing about how creative they are and how much of a wonder kid they are. It's like, what do I have to do to crack this squad?
Yeah.
We'll definitely have an answer after the World Cup. If we go far, then Butch was right. If we don't make it out the group, then U.S. soccer needs to reassess, honestly, because the whole European model didn't work.
Mhm.
No.
But by then, Wilson, is it too late?
For us, yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Because
us, yeah.
it's
Mhm.
We're
done.
out.
That's it.
Yeah, it's out. I mean, didn't
Yeah.
Jesse Marsh said the same thing, kind of like Raniak did to United? It needs surgery. This needs to be fixed here. Jesse Marsh was like, "Yeah, I'll take on the project, but it's not going to just be I take over. We got to start from the ground up." And I think that's why they didn't give Jesse the job because they're like, "You're asking for too much." He's like, "I'm asking for training facilities. I'm asking to partner up with clubs. I'm asking to do all this other stuff." And they're just like, "No, we're going to do it our way." And that's it.
Mhm.
And then clearly, people who care, I guess, get sidelined to people who are just yes men. I guess I don't know. I don't know if you guys
Well,
agree,
look
but I
what
think
happened with Berhalter, right? The whole fiasco went out. They hired a third party to investigate. What ends up happening? You bring him back in.
Mhm.
Yeah. We investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Turn the page, boys. Let's go to the next thing. Like, no, it's true. I mean, it's
Yeah.
true. We watched that whole fiasco, and yeah, Wilson's completely right. Yeah, even if we do it, it might be too late though. Yeah, but if they
Mhm.
keep on ignoring the problem, uh, like I think Matt, you discussed it, and Wilson agrees, right? Pay to play is not working. Has not, will not, and never will work in this country. It
No.
will not. For the kids, yes, but for when you want to hit the higher marks, I just don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have Gio Reyna's at U12. You know, you're
Yeah.
gonna have that all over the place. So what changes? You
Wait
know,
till Gio has kids. Unless he has already.
Well, you know what? You know what it is? Is like you got to send your kid off. You know, you got to let your kid go
Yeah.
and let them go find their own mark.
Yeah.
Instead of, like Wilson was saying a little while ago, is like, oh, well, daddy and mommy are on the sideline and they're yelling at the coach, they're yelling at the trainer and telling them, like, oh, because of who I am or what I think I know,
Mhm.
that should get, you know what I mean? So, like, all right, you have a kid in New Jersey, send him out to California. Send him to Arizona. Send him somewhere where his parents can't be involved, and let the kid develop, grow, mature on their own. And we don't do that because what do we all do? You sign your kid up at the nearest academy so that you can go and babysit and you can try to manipulate and influence the coach and that club to get what you want for your kid.
yeah, it doesn't help. I mean, you guys are youth coaches, right? Doesn't help. They
No,
don't
and then
see.
on the contrary, you have countries like Brazil where you get these street players that playing in favelas, They're not doing any like formal training or like paying these absurd fees to join these teams. They're on the streets playing and grinding, and you don't have that here.
Yeah.
No, not even close. We don't have that. I mean, we do. They're just never picked.
Yeah,
They'll
because you got to pay to get into any
Yeah,
team.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I know we've seen some really good kids, and we're just like, oh yeah, that's great. But if he's not in a program, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
And we've also known it's like if Wilson, you wanted to sign up Mateo, where's he only going to go? Technically, doesn't Red Bulls have the rights, or will Union get the rights?
Good question.
There you go. There you go.
You're gonna be getting the little tostadas all day from Bimbos, bro.
You see the wrapper opening? All right, I guess we're choosing bimbos.
Yeah. The moment they see him kick a soccer ball, they're gonna be getting the shipments into the house.
Yeah, that's how it is, right? This just goes everything. That's what sucks. I mean, that's how youth sports is now, and it's if you don't have enough money, the kid doesn't play. And
Yeah.
at the same time, you can't tell me a kid that's playing in the streets of New York or playing between the streets of like Florida or anything else like that. Yeah, he doesn't have the money to get the boots. Doesn't mean he's still not good enough to actually play.
Yeah.
It just sucks. We are probably missing out, and I know we talked about it, Matt,
Yeah.
an immense amount of talent that we'll never see ever.
Yeah.
You know?
For as big as the country is, too, you should be
Mm-hmm.
able to find better than the same group that got grouped the last World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
We're always going
That's
to
damn near the same.
misidentifying talent because there's so much talent out there that doesn't have the money to
Yeah.
get involved at the club level and get into these squads, because their families can't afford
Yeah.
Mhm.
to pay for it.
Yeah.
And it's, and then, the other problem we have, and we've also talked about it at length, is in this country, you have so many different options and opportunities in different sports to play.
Mhm.
And I can speak to it personally. My two kids started out in soccer, and they found their love and their passion in lacrosse, and they ended up both going to college on lacrosse scholarships. And that game was a lot more fun to them, because they could go a season in soccer and play 10 games, maybe have a goal, a couple assists, maybe a couple of goals. Where they get into a sport like lacrosse, they could have 5 goals and 5 assists in one game. And, when you're that young, that's what you love.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just put up
Mhm.
all these points. Like they don't view it that way. And then at the same time, we don't educate and teach. And then you get these clubs and they're like, well, I'll guarantee your kid a Division I scholarship. Well, how can you do that when the kid is 6 or 7 years old?
Yeah.
That kid is going to mature, they're going to grow, and they might find other passions. And it might not even be a sport.
Mhm.
But look at our two biggest sports, football and basketball. They're not expensive, and they have all these camps across the country. It's the model's there. I don't get why we're just not using it for soccer. Well,
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
Listen, you're 1,000% right. Youth sports has just become the biggest business in this country.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
that's the next thing Kalshi's going to be betting on next.
Yeah.
High school sports. Promise you, that'll be the next best thing. Will there be a fight between the parents and the kids? Absolutely. I'm putting $100 on that. That's gonna happen. That's the most exciting thing now about youth soccer is there's gonna be fights on the pitch, not between the players, but between the parents. That's
Yeah.
probably why.
So before we get out of here, I apologize because I failed to ask, maybe just because I was assuming. But Wilson and Norm, are you guys going to the England-Paraguay game with Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you guys just as ticked off with Henry about the recategorizing of your ticket?
Oh, I'm super pissed off.
Definitely.
Especially because I was the one that got the tickets.
Yeah, Wilson's the one that gives the
I
news.
applied for tier 1, tier 2, either option. I was given the tickets. I paid for tier 2 tickets, and we're up in the nosebleeds.
And what was their explanation to you as to why they changed?
There was no explanation. It's these are your tickets. That's that. We have your money.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah. They sent nobody any kind of explanation about any of that.
Wow.
And then
Matt,
whoever
was-
got category 1, which you assumed was going to be a chance to be in the front, they pushed them back and then made a whole new category
Mhm.
for front row seats
Yep.
or the last minute sales and all that stuff too. A whole nother category about that.
Matt, talk about a spit in the face, bro.
Yeah.
Like, legit.
I'm ready for the lawsuits.
It's gonna happen. It will. And I hope Wilson, you sign it. A big shark.
Oh, there's already law firms who are posting. Have you paid for
They
tickets?
has to be.
It's going to be a class action lawsuit, and whoever was getting it, just sign it. Because honestly, this is the biggest grift I've ever seen. It's not even like hiding it. It's just like, thanks
And
for
then
your money.
they'll be like, you paid how much per ticket? Okay, we're only going to give you like 120 back.
Yeah.
So does it make you even not want to go? Like we've got like 30 seconds. Does it make you not even want to go now?
I mean, I'm not as
Absolutely,
excited.
but then at the same time, I'm not going to miss out an England versus Panama game on a Saturday night.
Well,
Yeah.
it just sucks that just got taken away from us from where we honestly probably would have really, really enjoyed it. They just took that like really big chunk of it away from. I know I'm still gonna love it, but I think where Wilson got it for us, he was more concerned about us watching the game, and now we're most likely just gonna be like, all right, well, I hope we brought binoculars. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, like the lead up to the game now is just like all the excitement is kind of gone. It's just going to be once we get there.
Yeah.
You know, then we know we're going to have a good time because we're all going to be together anyways. World Cup game.
Yeah.
We'll make it a good time. But yeah, the lead up to it's
All right, boys, do me a favor. Sit tight for 2 minutes. We got to get out of here. The hour is up. It flew by. Thanks for kicking it with us, as always. Everybody else, we'll see you next week.